Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme, and we are back once again with Stars Order 7. We're here at Hilltop Park. I've adjusted the races that we were going to be running, and um, yeah, just a few races that are the same. Kind of taking out other horses because I wasn't confident about winning, and also just cleaning up the list because I realized we had the 3-year-olds that hadn't won a Grade 1, and at this point, looking at them, I didn't really think they were up to much. So decided to put Bygones Avenue in with Ingleby Star and basically retired the two I had at stud and the others that I had that were racing because they're not going to win grade ones at 3-year old. And so again, it's really time to get rid of them instead of wasting races I don't really think they can win, and stopping other horses from running those races. That just doesn't seem like something I wanted to do. So yeah, well, we're set up okay at the moment. I say good opportunities for a much shorter list of horses now, and so I'm okay with that. Still not feeling great. Still, you know, suffering a bit with a cough and a cold, turning into the flu really. Um, so not the happiest ever. So we're gonna get through what we can get through. Going over some of the comments as well. Again, like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. I try and get back to you on the comments as soon as I can. Reply to every comment that I can. There's been some requests for more information on how I play and how I set up saves and how to install the mods that I use and where to find them. So I am going to be starting another series. I feel that it's probably best to do everything in one. So a new series based around tips, tricks, and tutorials, including and starting with how to set up the Start It mod and other graphical mods that I use, how to get those into your version of Starters Order 7 so you can play the exact same things I'm playing um, in the exact same way, and see if you can kind of replicate my success further that way, and then spend more time going over the details and the basics for new players in that series, such as really delving into how to start a breeding program, how to evaluate your starting horses, how to use the money cheat via gambling, about reloading your save, knowing the winners, go into more detail about how that works, what kind of money you're looking for, resetting your save for a better starting horse, how to use the transfer list, how to seed games, etc. I think that'll be more kind of informational and educational, and hopefully that'll help people a lot in their own games. And I'm trying to find similar success as I'm having, because again, a couple of comments about new people to the game and how do I keep winning in graded races when other people are struggling. So I think that'll be helpful to kind of explore that together. So rather than do that here in the main series, I think a second series would be pretty decent to explore that. So without further ado, before my voice gives out on me, um, I think we'll go and find this save. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did save. I think I'm gonna save here anyway. But this race at Cadenia Terry, then we are low weighted, we are low rated, but I like this horse. I think we got a shot. I've always liked this horse. I just don't think that the distance is ever something that I could I can count on. I really don't like 6 furlong horses or 5 furlong horses. Like outside of the 2-year-old season, if you haven't gained to at least 7 furlongs or a mile, then it's kind of difficult to find races. So for me, it's a bit of a problem in that I really like this horse, but I hate this distance at this level. So I'm just going to run this. The Bing Crosby, grade 1 for 3-year-olds and above on dirt. We're not out too badly, but Batchworth Blaze up at the front there with first approval in Cape Dutch. In behind is the Tabernet Country. And we are then in front of Savannah Days and Wheat Ease Girl. We're on the inside rail, 2 from home. We come out, find ourselves a lane to run. Onto the home stretch now, the final furlong. Batchworth still in front. Tabernet Country is right there. We are coming through as well. It's a very late push for us, and oh my god, that is almost 3 abreast there. Look at that, 4 just short heads back to back to back to back. Um, I don't think that was a great race for us. I We were beginning to pick up towards the end. Oh my god, did Candania Terry finally get a little distance? No. Did the jockey just run incorrectly? Maybe. I think we're booking in for the Saratoga. I think I'm booking in for the Saratoga. I think we're going to see. And that's good because we don't have a race before then. So, I've already looked at the auction. Nothing's been pre-declared, which I mean, these numbers after show you kind of what's in there. And there's maybe we look at the yearling sales. I'm not sure, but this is the first one here. Was this breeder sale? I got Banawu, who I'd like to go after on the 3rd of September. We're not getting up to there quite with these races, but that's why I'm skipping ahead. And then, yeah, horses raring to go. Okay, so yeah, not a great race. We were beginning to pick up. It could have been just that the jockey didn't run the race properly, and so we had too much in the tank coming towards the end. We did seem to challenge quite late and not really go early. But I want to try at 7, and if we can win here, again not an amazing field, but a Grade 1 winner, and they are probably on distance, and we might be slightly off distance with a bit of adaptability. But it's worth testing when you get that jockey feedback. If you trust your jockey, which I kind of do, then you can kind of see what's happening. Not a bad start. Am I going to just go to the head of the chasing pack with Ebazea Hallery up in front behind Scented Gulch, and we are leading out the rest. Tight against the rail again. And we are in stalking position. We are ready. 1.5 from home. It looks like Ebazea Hallery went. We went. We're starting to push some distance out now. Half a furlong from home. If we don't have the distance here, we'd be fading. And I think we did okay. I'm not fully convinced we're a 7 furlong horse. But we won a Grade 1 and 1.5, and that was the test. That was a great test for us as well. So that's very interesting. That to me is very, very interesting. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. But when you've got a jockey who's got like full honesty Like this is such a good jockey as well. People have different ways of picking jockeys. I've tested jockeys that are heavier, so you're carrying less dead weight, like actual metal weights in the saddle to get up to the racing weight that your horse is allotted. I've tried light jockeys. None of it really seems to move the needle too much. I think high skill and high honesty are the best two. High skill because they'll just run well. High honesty because their feedback will be better. I can trust that feedback more. And yeah, I trust Calvin a lot. He's very, very good. Fifth ranked jockey, 273 rides. Other people probably on way more than that. And you see, he keeps going quite well. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. So getting the right jockey is good. And really, the only way you can do that, go to jockeys, apprentices, and then just start clicking on names till you find someone you like. Like Flavian Pratt's not bad. He's a really nice jockey, runs really well. If you give the horse orders like to race handy or race as a closer, prefer the inside outside, etc. Like he'll kind of obey those orders, but the feedback you get, I don't know. I don't think you can trust that. Someone like Mike Smith, very good jockey as well. You know, good feedback from the honesty, good jockeying from the skill, great obedience. But Manuel Franco, nothing wrong with that. Just don't give him too many orders or don't expect them to be fully um, followed. But I think I just went down this list and clicked on as many names I could find to get to kind of where I want to be. So, you will find multiple really, really good jockeys doing this when they're kind of randomized in every game. Let me go, man. No problem having a jockey like that either. Very, very good. And also, this is how I will check for jockeys in other races. Like Cintron, I looked at, I liked him. So these are the other jocks. If I was running multiple horses in a race, then yeah. If I didn't win the Kentucky Derby and I had four horses I thought could win the Preakness, I might run all four. Then of course you got your jockey. Maybe use your apprentice jockey if you like your apprentice, which I don't. Um, but then definitely an Alex Introm would be a very good choice to put on one of my other horses. Diego Sainz, another guy I'd put on my horses. Majika was another guy I looked at because I'm not looking at a ton of feedback. So a tricky ride where I have to give some instructions. I think he could run on a horse very well in that way. So yeah, just find your jockey early on day one. One of the first things to do before horses, before jockeys get signed up and retained, just find the guy you like. And like Angel Suarez, just absolutely fantastic as well. Look at him. So I'd be very happy with people of that nature as well. So yeah, just something to keep an eye on. So that feedback about picking up towards the end, sometimes that's not as useful as you think it might be. But even though this screams it's a 6 furlong horse, the fact that we do have a little bit of adaptability here over distance, and the fact that the jockey gave me that feedback in a grade one where we still placed and we were short-headed out, um, it gives me confidence to run the 7 furlong. We ran the 7 furlong, we won it by over a length. So I think that's just just worth kind of remembering and looking at. Doesn't always work out. Really doesn't always work out. But in this case, it did. And if it didn't, we'd know then, okay, that was like not great feedback. It was probably a bad run. Let's run at 6 again and see if we can win that grade 1. But now I know I can run 6 and 7 with Krabbies. And considering the rest of the 3-year-olds are all about a mile 2, um, yeah, they're both still a mile 2. Oh yeah, that's the only ones we got now. So that means, 5 furlongs, 6 furlongs, 7 furlongs, maybe even a mile. I can run Candaria Terry in any of those and expect to be decently positioned. More likely 6 and 7, but a chance at 5 and a mile. So, yeah, it really does depend, but like I say, you can pay attention to the jockey if you trust the jockey and just feel a little more comfortable about stepping out and taking a risk. So Country Firm, underweight because of age, that's for sure, but very decent horse. Low rated, but I'm not really worried about that, if I'm honest with you. Not worried about that at all. Rhythmic Squirrel, one of our horses, won this by 1.5 lengths over Kashner, a horse I do like. But we are a little bit worked up, so maybe, just maybe, just maybe we don't win this. So the favourite is Blue and Green Silks. The top rated is the Brown Silks. So those are the ones we might keep an eye on in this race. But 1 mile, 2 furlong Pacific Classic. We're going to go towards the back of the field here. We're just behind the favourite, Musiquelette, and Jupiter's Princess. The high rated is up in second place, the light grey horse there, just stalking Jigsaw Hoods. Shekelad and Baltic Flyer are there in between us all with Fidelio Special, Ring for Time, Jacker Scholar, and Tuldo de Granit. On the back stretch now, coming round the turn, big field in our way. We're having to go really wide and still don't really have much of a lane. Making our way up, and now the final furlongs we come onto the home stretch. Ring for Time, Music Left, not really getting up as much as I thought it would. Jupiter's Princess falling away. Country Firm, though. Give Music Left some time, and some respect there. They ran quite well. Without us in the field, they would have won. But not really the challenge I expected. And we kind of came through that really quite easily, which I'm a little shocked at, but very happy. My favorite 2-year-old, Country Firm. And 3/4 of a length ahead of a horse that is okay. Maybe not the best, but okay. Um, Pretty happy with that run. Again, we've condensed our field down now into just horses that can win. We haven't had a place outside the top 3 with any of these horses in a long time. So I'm pretty good with that. And like I say, we can now spread around these wins. We're full on potential with Country Firm and Krabby's down. They're both very good horses. And then Terry, a little bit shorter distance, filled her potential as well. So they're all really good. What can I say? I'm very, very happy, as I say, with all of those. And it's back to the 2-year-olds then with Zaynab Morton and then Fivey Morden, who I think has a better shot out of the two. But a grade 3, Tat Sales back at I was going to say at Ascot. It's not at Ascot, it's at York. But back in the UK, we're running another 2-year-old shortish distance in the UK, and it's going to be raining. It's on turf. It's going to be an undulating course, and these are kind of the things that you never know. Looks like we didn't really break quite well there. We're out late. It's going to put us right to the back of the pack and on the outside, and that is going to be kind of difficult. It's going to be the worst run that we could have. 3 from home. Horses making their way up. Billiards and just takes over the lead from Babica Wild amongst Hurricanes. Tech the Lot Merlot. Emma's Blanc's coming through now with us just in there with a furlong to go. Gilda Countess from the back. Are they going to come through? How are we going to manage this? Are we got anything now? The final half of furlong. It's us. It's Gilda Countess amongst Hurricane. Holding on, driving out, just pushing through. Absolutely terrible start for us. We almost still got up and got this race. Not bad at all, but we should have won that race, really. We should have won that race, in my opinion. Up against some decent horses. I will say that. I think these are decent horses we're competing against. And we've already won our grade 3. We get, what, 39k for that? What about 10 potential to fill this season? I don't know if we're going to hit it or not. It's probably going to take a grade 1 or 2, so yeah, we're not sure about that one. What I will say is the feedback here is the horse loved the ground, struggled for pace, promising run, closer suited well enough, which we've been running as, and we did good, but got the distance well, spot on, ideal. Trip appeared to suit well. So I'm wondering if maybe we're not quite the 7. It didn't say we were picking up at the end, but maybe we're actually more of a miler on Zainat Morton. So again, it could be worse. We're starting to get these races now where we can actually test horses, including a couple of grade 1s for the 2-year-olds over at about a mile. We've got a 7 furlong there. Probably another 7 furlong. So Fistful Vindication maybe a mile. And Turgeman at a mile as well. So yeah, we can start kind of booking some of these. So you're going to go into the summer, which means maybe we'll go to the Natalma, and then we can try Svelta at a grade 2 and book out all our 2-year-olds. And Pistol is probably a 5 to 6 furlong horse, and there's not going to be much then. There's not much adaptability to even try anything crazy. We're holding off on Krabbies until much later. I decided that we're going to go end of the season, just book in the Tenor Show and the Breeders' Cup when we can, and we're just going to run those. So I think that's kind of the best way we can do it. So yeah, let's see if there's anything fun for Terry at 7. The 4 go. Might be easier races here, maybe. It's very interesting, but Maybe the Alan Jenkins Memorial. That might be a nice one to run. And then Country Firm again, just at a mile two. And again, has the picking of mile twos because Krabby's isn't running right now. Do I want to go for the Irish champion? Not really. I don't think that would be the best option for us right now. So sometimes you got to take risks. Sometimes you just got to like power on through. And then we got 3 races today. And again, these could be mistakes. I haven't really researched these. This is just quick booking. Normally, I'll look at the field in more depth. I'll try and really look at things. Um, okay, stand side. So that's probably on the outside, right? That's probably on the outside. Again, we're just going to leave it up to the jockey for now. But it's a grade 1 for the debutantes. We will be high rated. Just we got other horses in good form like us. Not too much reason to overthink things. Don't know the field. They're all a bunch of 2-year-olds. So we'll see kind of where we get off to. But it does look like Jinsky Cladora up top with Buckers yesterday, Vicosa Thimble, and Sunashan Triumph. Yeah, and then there's just so much movement, I'm not going to be able to read them. But back of the field, Schwab and Saratoga. 2 furlongs, we've made our move. 1.5 from home. Let's zoom in then. On the home stretch, we're going to get blocked off here a little bit behind Jinky's Cladora. And that's going to allow Vicosa Thimble to go. Final half a furlong, we're not going to have enough. We're not going to get up. We got blocked off. I am pissed off at that. I am very pissed off at that. Oh boy. Like, I don't even want to watch that. I'm a dwelt. We dwelt in the rain, and this could be very, very poor again. But we're up with Daniel Panzer, Hedgerow Secret, and Complicated Oaks. The sad thing is, if I'd have gone with the ground that I was told was better, we would have been on the outside. We wouldn't have got blocked off on the inside. We'd probably win that race. So I'm very upset at getting blocked off, but I'm upset at myself for not really doing what I wanted to do. We are pushing out a little bit here. We got some late charges coming from deep. We're not shaking off the chasing pack either. It's going to be like 5 or 6, 7 deep, right in behind. In fact, the whole field is coming within a length of each other. You don't see that every day, but Candania Terry does get the win quite well. So yeah, the horse was a machine today. And then Country Firm in the Travers. You know, Marinate Mache, very good horse. Definitely one I would be most worried about. Beatgrass is in here as well, but I know they're not a top quality horse. Jovial Puzzle as well, we know. A little bit of a late runner, so yeah, they go up the front. The Heb story, we just learned about their lineage and that they are um, a very good breeding lineage as well. So that'll do for me, Carol. We know these horses, we know these names. We're kind of at the back. We're going to have to go on the outside, round the bend. I hate doing it. We disappear from the picture. We are last by far. And it's going to take an almighty run over the last furlong, which, like, we have the horse and we have the speed. We just don't have the room to do it. And we just about miss out on second place there. Behind by head. Not the best of runs. Not the best of runs. 5e Modern up into 4th. Should have won a grade 1 and didn't. Country Firm probably could have won that grade 1, didn't. And Terry did win. But, yeah. Not the best. Oh, excuse me. So, not the best at all. I'm not going to buy any of those. Do want to make sure that we get Banner Woo. Two grade 1 wins. Well, Miss Petronella was interesting as well. We're going to miss out on that one. But we do get the one we want. Interesting horse. Interesting horse, but who knows? Got a grade 1 winner already out from this horse. Okay. Could have won a second. Got a grade 3 3-year-old, a grade 1 4-year-old. Decent enough bars. Not full finish. Quite a big difference in the ability and the potential, but a high potential. That's such a weird one. I mean, we might as well just breed from it this year with Ingleby Star and just see what that 1-4 looks like. But again, that's probably not going to make it to the next season. So, what do we got? Not much looking like it's coming up in the auction, so let's go to Leopardstown. Over to Ireland for the Juvenile Mile. Best horse in the field, the only raced horse in the field. I have no idea whether or not it will travel. So, the KPMG Juvenile Grade 1, sorry, Grade 2 for 2-year-olds. And we're out the gates okay. We're not too bad there. We're going to go towards the front. Sakib Premium there with us. Diamond Church. Almansi Diamonds in the blue. The pink silks of Enchando employed. And we're currently stalking Sakib Premium. Look at the Impatient. They're not running quick enough, so we're going to go ourselves. Distance out. Looks like we're going early. Onto the home stretch. 2 furlongs from home. Already gone. Almansi Diamonds coming from deep. 1.5. The final furlong, they were pushing out again. No challenge from deep. Suddenly York is going to get up right on the heels of Massey Diamonds. But that is such a comfortable win for Snad Svelta out in Leopardstown. 6.5 lengths, grade 2 for a 2-year-old. And that's just absolutely fantastic for me. That is absolutely fantastic. 106 rating, a grade 2, full potential. There's, yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. If that was a grade 1, that would be perfect. A foreign grade 1, winning by distance, and filling out your potential, getting a high rating, and getting a big grade on your 2-year-old. Like, that's all I can ask for. I've got 3 grade 2s on my 2-year-olds. I got two grade threes, which one might be updated into a grade one. One of the grade twos might be updated. And then Terrible Pistol is actually ready to run again. And we just need to find a good race. Oh, that would be such a difficult one. That would be easier. Is that six though? And I think we're like five. Yeah, that could be very very interesting. Um, I'm actually gonna go away do some research on those races and the fields and kind of where I think we're gonna be. So I'm actually gonna leave things there. And I'll see if there's anything else here that we want to run while we're at it, as well as pre-look at some of these sales and see if anything sort of stands out at all, which nothing does at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go away and we'll see what happens. But a couple of bad races there for the 3-year-olds. I think one, the jockey didn't run correctly. One, I've been very hands off with jockey orders. I should have told to go to the outside. I didn't. We got stopped by a horse in our way, which probably cost us that race. Another one, we just had a tardy start, otherwise we probably would have been ultra competitive and probably win that race. And so we're not getting all our own way, which, you know, is a shame. But we're also getting some very good runs now out of these horses. We're up to 26 out of 48 wins on the year. That's over 50%. Nearly 8.5 million in prize money. And it takes us up to 31 and a half for our career with some big races at the end of the year for Krabbies that, unless they're just worn out, which they might be over raced, then you could probably look at another 5 million in prize money just from those races. So I think this is, yeah, it's going to be like 1.5 million, and that's probably going to be 3.5 million. So about 5 million for winning both of those. So hey, who knows? That's kind of where things are, though. Our breeding setup, we've got rid of some more horses. We're whittling down the numbers, but I like our breeding barn. We're going to lose probably like a third to a half of these, I think, going into next season. Um, Terry probably going to get into the breeding barn next year rather than run as a 4-year-old as well. So we get another quality horse in there. I think the 2-year-olds look really good. We got some options probably for the Triple Crown races. And yeah, we're in a very good place, I would say. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe for the algorithm, as always. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully, feeling a little bit better than I do right now. But until then, you take care. And I wish you all the luck in your saves.